Lord, I just pray to the Lord. I said, Lord, my mind is made up. My heart is ready. But my flesh don't want to act right. So, Lord, I need, watch this now, your divine favor. I need your divine grace. I need your divine help. Oh, y'all too sanctimonious in here. Won't he help you? Have you ever prayed to him and said, Lord, I know I ought to do better, but every now and then my flesh is a mess. It'll take over my mind, but Lord, I'm depending on you. Is there anybody here want to tell the truth that you're depending on the Lord? That's what he is. When he is your Jehovah, this canoes. Well, in the psalmist today, he looks at the Lord. He does not want to call him by any strange name. He's simply saying, I got real issues here. I need to commit thy ways to me, Lord. Verse 5 says, all you got to do is trust also in him. So he's sitting here. He says, not only do you need to trust him, but you need to rest in the Lord. He says, now that you trusted him, now that you're resting in him, watch this now. I'll wake you up in about an hour. Verse 7 says you rest in him, but verse 8 says now you got to cease from anger. He says, I'm dealing with your character. I'm dealing with your flesh. I'm dealing with your level of maturity. Now you got to learn how to stop doing some stuff that you've been doing all on your own. I hear you saying in here, Pastor, I'm not able. This thing is a stronghold. This thing won't let me go. This thing keeps calling my name. When I change one job, the thing shows up on that job. When I change banks, the thing changes banks with me. When I change churches, the thing shows up with me. When I change AAA, the things keep following me. What I'm here to tell you today, God is saying, you might as well go ahead on and take your victory lap today, because today is the day that your faith is about to go to another step. Your faith is about to go to another level. Watch what verse 23 says. He said, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Now you got to look at the word steps. In the Hebrew, it means a possessional. It's not saying I'm stepping upward, but it's saying I'm marching in a procession. I got a leader that's out before me, and I'm going to follow him where he leads me. Oh, shucks. I will follow him. Allow me to rock it out. If I can't preach it out, he says, I'm going to follow who's ahead of me. So watch the leader in here. They marched him right down the Dio Della Rosa Road on last weekend. They laid him on an old rugged cross. They stretched him high, stretched him wide. Y'all know what happened, don't you? He died. Well, I don't want to follow him to death, but hang on in hell. Because not only did he die, not only did they lay him in a tomb, not only did they seal the tomb, but the record declared, Mark said it, John said it, Matthew said it, Paul said it, my daddy said it, my brother said it, my mama said it, and I'm telling you today, he got up with all power in his hand. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, he got up, and that's why I can shout today. That's why I can have a victory dance today, because he is my Adonai. He is my Jehovah Jireh. He is my all in all. And can I close with the familiar hymn? It says, because he lives, I can face my tomorrow. Because he lives, oh, my fears are gone. Oh, shucks. Is there anybody here know he lives? Is there anybody here going through hell and high water? Is there anybody here going through ups and downs where you don't have to wait until the battle is over? You can shout right now, because you're following a proven leader. You're following one that's able to come from glory, live his story, and go back to glory. Grab your neighbor by the hand and say, neighbor, he's able to lead me where I need to go. So I'm not gonna allow the little hiccup I'm with. I'm not gonna allow the storm I'm going through. I'm not gonna allow the news of a divorce. I'm not gonna allow the news of bankruptcy. I'm not gonna allow the news of sickness to keep me down. I'm gonna take a victory lap. I'm gonna stand on my feet. I'm gonna tell the devil today, you hit me with your best shot, but now I'm on my way. Why do you need to take a victory lap right now? He simply says that the steps of a good man are the processional of the righteous is ordered by the Lord. So he ordered my ups and he ordered my downs. He ordered my outs and he ordered my ins. The word order means he came with a prescribed pen and a prescribed pad. He sat right there. He heard me pray. He heard me ask for it. And all he did was brought me what I ordered. I know you're not saying I've ordered the problems I'm going through, but I beg to differ. You prayed and said, Lord, increase my faith. He said, I hear you. I'll take away your overtime and I'll show you I still can. I wish that I had help. Provide. Touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, he just took my order. Somebody said, I said, Lord, I'm tired of depending on man. He stepped in, heard your order, and now you've learned how to lean hand depend on him. I gotta get out of here. But if you're here today, you ought to grab somebody by their hand and say, neighbor, it's time for me to take a victory lap.